man. Really
all the
do.
time, bro.
Yeah, so let me introduce the show, then we're going to get to talking.
All right.
All right, world, what up? It's your boy, Rock Lefty,
This your boy Perfection, man.
and this is the Functioning Psychopaths.
And we in the building
We got
with Raz.
we got King Raz on the phone. Today's topic is, mental health, man. Basically, mental health. There's a mental health movement going on, and I think like some of the people that need to discuss mental health most is like dudes that's coming home from prison.
Yeah.
If y'all didn't know, myself, I did 8.5 years in prison off a 10-year sentence, and Raz, you want to explain to the people about yourself?
I did 9 years and some months off a 10-year sentence.
Wow.
And while I was in there, like I got to deal with mental health issues myself and deal with a lot of people who was dealing with mental health issues.
Right. And coming from environments that we come from, before I even went to prison, I had mental health issues that I'm just realizing today. You understand? A lot of people don't know. I recently just started telling people this shit like 3 months ago, because I didn't even know what was going on myself. When I got released from prison, I started having these like fucking attacks where my chest would get tight. It'd be hard for me to breathe. I start sweating out of nowhere. You dig? And I come
Panic
to find
attacks and anxiety.
exactly. Yeah. You understand? And I didn't know what it was. I thought I was, I came home when I was 30, so I thought it was like heart attacks. I had quit smoking when I was in prison, so when I came home, I thought it was like the causes of that shit.
Yeah.
The cigarettes and shit. But then I started watching videos. I followed this dude called Death I Bring on YouTube, and he was explaining the shit that he be going through, and I was like, damn, that's like the same shit. And he was telling me like it was panic attacks and anxiety attacks. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So I had them shits, and I still have them till this day. I have them like 2 or 3 times a day. This shit happened to me.
Yeah.
It happened to me so much that I learned to like push through it. But I be wanting to, get it out. I want to go a day without having them shit. So I was scrolling through Facebook, and I saw something that King Raz had put on there about black men and mental health issues.
Yeah.
And Raz, you want to explain to the people about what you had posted and what brought you to post that?
Well, like just from my own experience and from like what I be seeing, it was funny to me. Like I think the post in specific that you talking about, it says something about whenever black men talk about mental health issues, they call like weak, you in your feelings, you being soft or this or that. And instantly when I saw somebody else post it, I related to it because maybe like you said, like coming home from prison, and it's kind of my like going back, like my thing a little different because as a juvenile I was diagnosed with some stuff, and like how I say some stuff because we disregard those things when we kind of black and you in the hood, your mom and them. I ain't gonna say we all uneducated about it, so it's something that we kind of like we brush off or we don't really address. So all of that was just some stuff when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I got to prison as an adult, they want to psychoanalyze me. They pulling up all of my paperwork from when I was a kid going to juvenile jail and what those psychiatric people were saying about me and how I was thinking, blah, blah, blah. So by the time when you get to adult, when I got to adult jail and I was getting evaluated for like, I got evaluated for some program for to get support for to go to college and all that while I was in jail.
Mm-hmm.
And through that program, I had to take IEP evaluation, and they come back with all of this other stuff that was basically from all of my past. And I was like, damn. And once again, like being average black person, I was in straight 100% denial. But while I was in there, I like to read. So I started reading about all these mental health conditions, blase, blah, blase, blah, blase, blah. And I became more aware.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like you said, when I came home from prison, I started really dealing with stuff that I never had to deal with. And I became aware of like panic attacks and anxiety because that's something that my wife deal with.
Right.
So when I saw her deal with that at first, I couldn't relate because that wasn't really something that I had ever dealt with,
Yeah.
right? But then, like I was telling you on the post the other day, like for me, one of the things that trigger anxiety in me is when I'm around a bunch of people that I don't know.
Right.
Like, cause being in
Son.
prison or even being in the streets, when I never used to be the let's go to the club guy,
Yeah.
cause when you go to the club, it's somebody in there who on the other stuff who gonna shoot it up. So I never wanted to be around those many people who I can't control or I don't know what everybody
Exactly.
thinking. So when I go to HEB out here in Texas, like I'm like it's like 3,000 people in here. Seem like you know what I'm saying. So I get frustrated. I'm ready to go. I don't want to be around them. And like you said, like I start kind of panicking, like because it's crazy being around that many people and like it's all kind of crazy things going
Yeah.
on out
Yeah.
here, right?
So
But
yeah. So
one of my main triggers is like, so you be in prison for so long, right? Think about this, right? And you don't deal with money,
Right.
right?
No bills.
And
No
even
nothing.
and even when you are dealing with money in jail, right? You hustling, it's cash, and it don't have the same value.
Right.
So when I came home and I was making a lot of money, remember when I was doing the concrete, like. Dude, I used to be going out and like kind of spending money because I didn't even understand the value. But then like now, whenever it's like now that I'm kind of catching up to like what's going on in like the real world thing, right?
Uh-huh.
So now you work hard and you get the paycheck and then the anxiety kick in because now I'm thinking about all the million bills that I got. And these are all things that even like being out here 7 years, G, like it still trigger like that same fear like you talking about that make your chest tighten. Like
Uh-huh.
every time when I gotta pay bills and deal in money a lot of times, like it makes that same type of anxiety arise because whether it be the lack of not dealing with money a lot or even now, like I always think about, like I'm always thinking about ahead of not having money.
Right. It's
You know
that
what I
feeling
mean?
that you can't control it. You can't control it.
Exactly. Everything is out of your control, and being in prison, you never have control.
Right.
yeah, I feel you.
Right.
Yeah.
You just fall down. Now, I want to ask you this, because I got a theory of, every nigga that get out of prison, they say the recidivism rate is when it's like 90%, what it is, 40, 50%, niggas
Yeah.
that get out, go back. One of the things that I come to realize is like, when I got out, I went through a phase where I was just like, man, fuck it, I want to go back. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that I wanted to go back to prison. It's the fact that,
The
it was
outside
easier.
so yeah.
It was easier in
It was
prison.
comfortable.
the
You know what
outside
I'm
It was
saying?
what
so
you know how
different.
to
And
operate
I
in.
feel like, because all my brothers that got out, they all went back. You know what I'm saying? They keep going back and forth. And I feel like they got to that point where I was feeling like, shit, I need to go back. You know what I'm saying? I got to go back. And I feel like everybody that get out of prison go through that feeling. You know what I'm saying? That feeling where it's so much stress on you that you just feel like it'll be easy if I just lay in that fucking rack all day. You see what I'm saying? Have you ever felt that?
Man, maybe like earlier this year
Nigga.
when so for me, those moments come like you say, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not something like it because, and that's something like even like that. Let's discuss that because people don't even. I was thinking about that and talking about that with somebody the other day. People don't even understand the psychology of somebody like me or you, right?
Uh-huh.
When let's say we make a general statement like "fuck it," if it go down, whatever happened, like I'm with it.
Right.
Like you know what I mean? Far as like if the people roll up, my nigga, I gotta go late. I just gotta go late.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so somebody will think, or even like you say, when they see your brother go in and out, I didn't, in the past you hear people make the statement, oh, he must got a man in jail or this or that.
Yeah.
People think it's all, but like you just said, right? It's that other thing. It's that I'm out here in this world. For me, my thing is sometimes like you come from like robbing, taking, hustling,
Right.
doing all of these other things. So then you come out here and you doing like yourself and myself where you working hard, you dedicated, you
Mm-hmm.
putting in all these fucking hours at the job, blah, 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 right?
Uh-huh.
And then you get fired this happened or that happened. Now you can't pay your bills. Everything go from being all right to instantly overnight. You don't know how you gonna survive out here,
Exactly.
and you revert to what's natural at that point.
I would
For
know how to
you,
do this.
since you just done,
Yeah.
since the last thing that was natural to you is not going to rob, steal, and hustle and take no more. That used to be when you was out here. Like you just say, you be ready to go catch that bump.
Yeah.
In your mind, you be like, man, fuck this shit, nigga. Nigga, you know what I'm saying? You be ready to go, like in our language, you be ready to go crash out. And you be knowing this,
Yeah.
and that's another thing. Like even like me, you discussed this before. Like when dudes crash out, because that's literally what it be. It don't be that the action of what they did. We know what they did. They was ready just to go back.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't deal with that, like you said, bro. It's at the end of the day. Like I was talking to somebody about that. It's easier for to go fucking right, boy. It's way easier for to go land that right. I'm out here in Texas, man. You know how much easier it is for me to go. Wish I could be, for me to be in somewhere like New Orleans where it's cheaper, where I'll probably be on Section A or something. Like people who don't be, it's easier for to do that. It is harder for to fucking come do what me and you doing, or with people who really out here making shit happen, going and get a middle class life or elevate and do that shit hard.
Niggas don't understand that shit, bro. They think it's just
that's the real grind, Rock. That's I'm learning. That's the real grind, man. For the fucking be out here working for to have a little house in the suburb.
And you know what's the real grind is when you somewhere else and you, even though you struggling, you still making it. You know what I mean? You still able to do your thing. And even when you looking at tomorrow, like, damn, how am I going to get this? Somehow that shit just come up, and you got it. You know what I mean?
And
so
that's
I hear what you're saying.
That shit breaks some people, you know, and especially when you coming from jail with nothing, like you said, recidivism, right? Like even with that, bro, you come out here like I say, this shit that I literally be discussing because I be out here talking to these kids every day. When I got time, I be talking to them. I was just telling a young dude, like, imagine, like, I had posted something about it on Facebook, like, when I came home, like, nigga, I ain't, because I got little homies who coming home, and they ain't begging me for nothing, but, like, I get it. Like, everybody, when you come home, niggas be like, damn, nigga, I'm out here hurting. And when you in jail, because I've been on both sides, you don't understand no fucking recession of that. Niggas is hurting out here. Or that, you heard me, nigga need 2 jobs to pay for the rent that you used to be able to pay with one. You don't understand none of that. I just got a letter from Pierre, and I was like, listen, my nigga, if your mom and them or anybody sending you something, you stressing them people, I'm like, man, don't be fucking with them people bad right now, boy. Like, right now, it's real when people tell you that it's hard out here.
Telling you.
Like, nigga, it take 2-3 jobs and a side hustle for to pay your regular bills. You ain't balling with none of that no more. So, like, and when you out here, like you said, like when you dealing with that from the reverse perspective that, man, I just was in jail, all of this shit going on, man, you feel like you in a fucking war zone, foreign language, then you go get a job and you busting your ass on the job, and then you get fired from the job that was paying you $14 because they downsizing, and you the scapegoat. You're a convicted felon. You the last man hired. You out
here.
You
already know. Hell yeah.
Wow, yeah.
Go get another job. They ain't hiring nobody who look like me.
Right. You know
with
how
my
hard
record everywhere.
Right. You know how hard it was to get this one.
Man, listen, man. I live in Austin, Texas, man. You know that these little white kids who I be working with, they just could walk off a job, curse people out quick, go get a new one. Man, you know that for me, I gotta fill out 45 applications for to get 7 interviews for to get 1 job.
Right.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and so like, and that's a lot of pressure. And then like think about this, like you just said. So then when you a felon, you dealing with all of that pressure. You got people out here telling you, get a job, do this, make that happen, make this happen. You got all this pressure. You don't got nobody to talk to. Sometimes you don't know how to talk to nobody, and then me and you know, Rock, that depends on the condition of your mind.
It's hard for me to talk to niggas about it that ain't never been through it. That ain't, you know. And the majority of the niggas that I work with,
every time we get on the phone, boy, it's 2-3 hours worth of conversation because we're talking about stuff that we can't talk about with nobody else that they can't relate to.
Bro.
And a part of that, like I say, when a dude coming out here, even like for me, like I don't be broadcasting my good deeds and all that shit. I ain't with all that, you heard me? I hope that one day when I go, niggas speak up for me and all the shit I done, but like there's a lot of dudes when they be coming fresh home, me dealing with all the shit I dealt with, man, my line be open to a lot of people who they call me every time it's a situation and I'm there because I know what it feel like for to be out here with me. Man, a lot of my partners who I was in jail with, they don't got no family.
Right.
At least I had a brother or this one. Like, we know dudes who coming home with nobody to call.
Yeah.
So I answer that phone regardless.
That did not want to go home because they know they ain't had shit.
Wow.
They used to be saying that. They used to be like, man, I'm about to flash out, bro.
Yeah.
Nigga try to tell them calm down.
I done talked nigga off the ledge a couple of times, you know. Niggas be just like you said, they just tell you like, man, fuck this shit, G.
Ain't nothing out there
and I'm
for
like,
me. Yeah.
You know, and it's tough because like I said, when you dealing with all that as far as the mental health aspect, nobody even like when I be need somebody to talk to, and I got like I'm always thankful for the people that I got who they gonna pick up their phone no matter what time it is, you know. But everybody don't have that, and when you don't have that, man, that's a whole struggle in itself. When you ain't got nobody to call when all your bills due, you just got fired from a job, and all you know how to do is all you know how to do is sell drugs or rob a nigga, but you don't even know how to sell drugs or rob a nigga because the game done changed, so you going straight to jail.
It changed big time, and I know what you're saying, man. It definitely
I be watching dudes be coming out here so lost, bro.
Yeah. Shit, man, my brothers be out here still thinking it's 2004, 2005. Man,
listen, Rock, I be semi-lost. That's why I be in my house. Yeah. I can't keep up with everything be moving and shaking and going on. So I stay in my house out the way. I tell people sometimes, like, I joke about it, but it's a joke amongst me and my wife and my friends sometimes, but it is what it is. Nigga, my house is my cell, G. That's where I'm comfortable. I lock up in here, you ain't about to violate that, so we cool.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because like everything outside of that is like it's like when you institutionalize, you know what I'm saying, nigga? It's like the compound. It's everything will go out there.
Right. Exactly.
And you got to be fully prepared to be with all of the shit that's going on out there whenever you step out there. You know. So like and like I said, when you ain't even like that, so you got dudes who. They gonna relate like that and they can live like that, but then you got the other dudes who they ready to go back to what's normal, cause nigga, I ain't gotta pay no cable bill in there.
Yeah. Right.
Nigga, I'm dealing with the IRS out here. Shit that I ain't had to deal with, shit that I don't know nothing about.
Right.
Like I dealt with that like for 4 years, bro. Like my first 4 years, even like that, financial shit would really be stressing me, you know, trying to do my business stuff,
King
trying
Raz.
to stay on top of financial stuff. So then you be stressed out. You dealing with the IRS, this and that. You ain't know about that for 10 years, nigga. You was selling crack and came home to trying to work a job.
King Raz.
What's a W-2?
Right. How you file taxes? Nigga, I ain't filed taxes till I was 30. You believe that shit?
That's what I'm telling you.
I was 30 years old when I first filed taxes.
Returns,
when I first really bought a car, because I had a whip. But I'm talking about when I really put the money down and got the title transferred over in there, I was 31.
Yeah.
So come on, man.
Got my first driver's license when I came home.
Nigga,
I've been driving since I can remember.
I'm telling you, me too.
King Raz, you was locked up in Louisiana?
Yeah. Over that motherfucker.
What made you make that change to just move out to Texas? You know, if you want to share that with anybody.
Oh man, bro, I don't want to come off like one of the people who just be like, where you come from is fucked up. But like, I'm one of the people in my case that ain't nothing. When I was at home, nothing good ever happened for me, man. All I did was catch cases and go to jail. I moved away to Oklahoma, Arkansas, here, there. Man, everybody, the people from another place, they love me. They treat me good. I ain't got to hurt nobody. I don't got to be being violent with nobody, because ain't nobody trying to be violent with me. Ain't nobody trying to, you know what I'm saying? Just all the stuff that you deal with when you from the hood, whether you cut from that cloth or whether you just growing up in that environment, all of that having to be like for example, like Rock know this, like I'm heavy pro black, right? I'm all about the pro black shit.
Yeah.
But living where I live at, it's a bunch of white people.
Yeah.
Good white people at that, because and when I say that, I ain't even being mom. I'm talking about white people who really be like, go stand on side you at the march, and they really like down for you. They fuck with you.
Yeah.
So having to even like operating that, right, being like pro black, and then understand that they got some people who really like ain't with that bullshit and really like down. So like I got more fucking white people out here who support me and who rock with me, and that been always a thing. Wherever I lived at, for whatever reason, I lived in other environments and I've been able to function there. And for whatever reason, like even like going back to prison, like when I lived in Arkansas, Oklahoma, and I was out the way in a different environment, I chose to go run back home. And when I went back home, I always went to prison. Something bad always happened. So coming home from prison, when my cousin invited me to come out to Texas and get away, I was like, man, I'm gonna get the fuck away. And then when I got out here, shit, I met my wife, and then we got to moving around, and like my life ain't perfect. It is a you know what I'm saying? Because I got all kind of shit going on sometimes, but that shit the best that it could be for me, because out here, like, it's just a different world, and I don't deal with a lot of the stress that I would deal with back home. A lot of the situations, you know, I ain't gotta be.
So if you,
I don't want to say protecting my image, but I don't gotta be like in no environment where nobody trying to come.
That's what it is, because, you know, at home, bro, you could go somewhere, like, you know, you go across the river, you gonna get, niggas gonna be trying to boot you up, trying to, you know.
Yeah, just for, like, that's the thing, bro. Like, where I live at, like, just on some real shit, like, where I live at, it's a whole nother universe to me, and I'm still getting used to that shit, man. I wake up, motherfucker be telling me good morning and speaking to me and shit. I be the nigga booting up and looking at them crazy, because I ain't used to that.
But let me tell you this. When I was in prison, right, I used to, when I had like 3 months left, and I had told my nigga Dez, I was like, son, I'm gonna have to go home and kill somebody, cause I wasn't the same person I was, you know, when I got locked up.
Right.
I had changed up, so I used to be telling this nigga like, son, I'm gonna have to go home and kill somebody. He asked me like, why you say that? I was like, cause niggas ain't gonna want to hear that I'm changed shit. All they gonna remember is
they gonna want
the nigga who I was.
Violate you.
You understand?
You a bitch ass nigga now.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? And I felt like I really was gonna have to go home and kill somebody. That's one reason why I left.
I definitely, I got that vibe, and I felt that way, and just like with, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes, like, bro, like when you just in certain situations and certain shit, just how shit shake and transpire. Me being the type of, I'm a real dude. You know what I mean? I ain't never been in nothing or been involved in nothing that I ain't expect. How I respect how the game go.
Right.
So I feel like that. Even when OG niggas or when niggas did certain shit, and then when you know what I mean, fortunate enough to get jail justice versus street justice sometimes for certain situations, and you done a whole lot of shit in the street. Sometimes, bro, you gotta just take that blessing and just move the fuck away. You heard me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you just go overplay your hand, overstay your welcome, and then you got the young kids who they trying to make a name for themselves. You could be a trophy for no fucking reason. So I'm cool with being out the way. I like new environments and new people and things. You know?
Yeah.
Right. Hey, so let me ask you this: what would you say to anybody that's going through any of these, you know, situations right now? Like they fucking having panic attacks, they got they PTSD kicking in. You know, what would you say to somebody? What would you tell them? You know,
how to handle it.
The first thing would be to like try to seek some professional help. I definitely that's the first step, like, because you should try to know what the fuck exactly.
The thing with that professional help, man, I want to agree with that shit, but I don't want nobody just to agree. You understand? Like, cause look, I tried that shit when I got out, man. I tried that shit like 2 years ago, and it was just like the people was just agreeing with me. I don't want that. I want you to tell me what's up. You know what I'm saying? When I'm telling you something, look, I don't want you to be like, Well,
but
you understand?
I agree with you on that, but a lot of and maybe your thing might be different, but just even like for a lot of people, right? And me and you different. I probably think because I kind of side towards what you want too. I don't really like that whole thing, but the reason why I advocated and why I would though is because for most people, the real therapy is in being able to even articulate or speak out some things that they've been holding in forever.
Yeah.
Versus somebody like me or you know, whether we laugh through our shit on Facebook or me or you get on the phone and talk about it with each other, we verbalize and articulate well versus a lot of people or different people, whether it be different type of issues or different pain, they hold on to it. So sometimes having a therapist or whatever, somebody that they just could talk to, and some people they don't talk to nobody, so they need that person to even give them the confidence to even be able to speak out.
And see, this is my thing with a therapist. I had a therapist a couple of probably about 6 months ago, and with her, I felt like okay, I could talk to her. She don't know me, you know what I'm saying? So I can just let out, a lot of stuff, and whether she judge me, whether she judge me or not, you know what I'm saying? If I talk to my friends about certain shit that I'm going through or how I'm feeling, I'm gonna be judged because I got to see these people every day.
Yes,
and
exactly.
with this lady, I don't have to see her if I don't want to see her. You know what I mean?
I can tell her my whole life story and then never come back again.
Yeah, I can make an appointment and just